When we hear the word intelligence, we usually imagine something familiar, a human mind thinking through problems, or a machine processing massive amounts of data. But intelligence doesn't always look like thinking. Sometimes it looks like a leaf quietly capturing sunlight. Sometimes it looks like a colony of ants finding the shortest path to food. Sometimes it looks like a forest sharing resources beneath the soil. Long before humans built computers or algorithms, nature was already solving complex problems, quietly, efficiently, without centralized control. This isn't metaphorical intelligence. It's functional intelligence. And once you begin to notice it, something remarkable becomes clear. Many of the challenges we consider advanced today were solved by biology millions of years ago. We tend to associate intelligence with intention, planning, awareness, decision-making. But biology tells a different story. Across ecosystems, organisms solve problems without foresight, without goals, without knowing what they're doing. And yet, the outcomes are stable, efficient, and often elegant. This suggests something profound. Intelligence may not be something you have. It may be something that emerges. To understand that, we need to look at how life works under pressure. Life operates under constant constraint. Energy is limited. Resources are scarce. Mistakes are costly. In biology, waste isn't just inefficient. It's fatal. Take photosynthesis. Plants convert sunlight into usable energy with an efficiency that still challenges human engineering. At the molecular level, energy doesn't wander randomly. It follows coordinated pathways that minimize loss and maximize transfer. There is no controller directing this process, no system monitoring performance, only structure, refined over time. Nature doesn't optimize for power. It optimizes for survival. And efficiency in this context becomes a form of intelligence. Most human systems rely on hierarchy. A brain coordinates a body. A server manages a network. A control room directs operations. Nature often rejects this model entirely. Consider an ant colony. No single ant understands the colony as a whole. Each ant follows simple rules based only on local information. And yet collectively, the colony finds optimal routes. It allocates labor, adapts to threats, responds to change. The intelligence doesn't exist in any individual ant. It exists in the interactions between them. The same principle appears in flocks of birds, schools of fish, and swarms of insects. Order emerges not from command, but from feedback. Modern science calls this emergence. Biology has been using it for hundreds of millions of years. Above ground, forests appear quiet, still, but below ground they are alive with connection. Through vast fungal networks, plants exchange nutrients. They share chemical signals. They pass information. Trees under stress can trigger defensive responses in neighboring trees. Older plants can support younger ones. Resources flow where they are needed most. No organism controls this network. And yet the system behaves as if it understands balance. This underground coordination isn't conscious. It's responsive. A form of intelligence rooted not in awareness, but in relationship. One of the hardest challenges in engineering is building systems that can repair themselves. In biology, self-repair is the default. Skin heals. Bones remodel. DNA constantly corrects damage. Even ecosystems recover after disruption. Forests regrow after fires. Populations rebalance. Structure returns. Biological systems are not designed for perfection. They are designed for resilience. When parts fail, the system adapts instead of collapsing. That adaptability is a form of intelligence, not predictive, but responsive. We often think of learning as memory, storing information, recalling it later. Nature frequently learns without either. Bacteria adapt to antibiotics. Immune systems refine their responses. Brains rewire through experience. In each case, learning happens through physical change. Structures shift, pathways strengthen or weaken. Behavior improves without any explicit record of the past. The system doesn't remember. It becomes different. This kind of learning is slower than computation, but far more robust. And it's something modern artificial intelligence is only beginning to approximate. As human technology grows more complex, engineers are increasingly turning to biology, not to copy it, but to understand its principles. Neural networks take inspiration from brains. Optimization algorithms borrow from evolution. Swarm robotics imitates insects. Material science studies self-assembling biological structures. The reason is simple. Biology has already faced the problems of scale, complexity, and uncertainty, and it survived them. It didn't solve these problems through design. It solved them through constraint. Perhaps the most unsettling lesson biology offers is this: intelligence does not require intention. Complex adaptive behavior can arise from simple rules, interacting over time. No planning, no awareness, no goals in the human sense. This reframes intelligence not as a thing, but as a process, a relationship between structure, environment, and time. We often imagine human progress as a departure from nature, as if intelligence began when we started designing, thinking, and building. But a quieter truth is emerging. Nature was intelligent long before us, not in thought, but in function, not in intention, but in outcome. The future of science may not lie in overpowering nature, but in understanding it. Because when you look closely, life isn't chaotic. It is deeply organized. And some of the most intelligent systems on Earth never needed a brain at all.